Hey all you Bernards and Arnolds, I'm Dale Rodman Jr. III and this is Slow to Pro, a YouTube series where I go from slow to eventually not slow, one day, maybe? Anyway, Zealous Racing League has the week off, so I decided to jump into a competition server to see how things would fare. It's a 45-minute race with no pit stop requirements. There's only 14 people in here, and I decided to float to the back to try to ensure a safe start. Long straights of Monza are kind of like a Paul Ricard situation in my head, where any aero damage can seriously harm your lap times. So for me, lap 1 safety is my ultimate goal.
Green light, give it all you can.
I was genuinely expecting to see a wreck down the opening straight, and so I chose to stay back and not go too crazy with the go juice. I'm even gonna coast for a bit because I really don't want to be near anyone in turn 1. I don't trust them, not one bit, and for good reason. These animals are getting rambunctious in turn 1, and thanks to my caution, we don't really have to deal with it other than keeping tight to the left on the exit of the chicane, and we're able to gain 1 position thanks to our safety. So we're just gonna tuck in behind. Could it be? I think this is my cousin, Junior. So we got ourselves a bit of a family rivalry here. This is a position I absolutely want to fight for. I don't remind Junior at Thanksgiving about that race at Monza that Junior the Third whooped him. But for right now, he's got a little breathing room as this Porsche just stuffs himself in the middle of a family feud after rejoining. It is what it is though. We'll get it when we get it. The nice thing about Monza is that I no longer have to settle in, if you know what I mean. It's Monza. It's like riding your bike in your own driveway. You know, it's every single sim racer's digital home circuit. So we're already cool, calm, and in the zone. Well, I should say close to the zone, because I'm not really zone qualified yet. I can't go in. I'm not allowed. No security clearance or something. They said that the paperwork is jammed up from an incident from when I was younger. I told them I didn't do it. They didn't believe me. Neither did the jury. So that's a whole thing, which technically, if you want to get into the semantics, makes me guilty. So we're up to P10, and we've had a good, quiet first lap so far. Junior goes off on the left, so he's behind us like he should be.
Car on the left.
We got a Mercedes
Clear on
coming
the
up
left.
in our rear view, and we're catching the pack in front of us right into the
Car on the
start-finish
right.
straight.
Clear
And
on the
this
right.
is where lap 2 is the new lap 1. Pay attention to the Mercedes, who decides he doesn't want to give a car's width of space
on the
and runs
left.
the Porsche
Clear
into the
on the left.
grass. Good quality racing.
Left of the car.
Let's take a look from some other angles. First up is the chase cam from my car. I saw the 3 cars start to jumble up on the left and didn't want anything to do with it. And as soon as I saw the Porsche, I reacted as quickly as I could to brake and then turn left to avoid the Porsche right into the yellow Ferrari. Success. Next, let's take a look at it from that poor yellow Ferrari's chase cam. I originally thought he could have moved over to the left more, but this all happened so fast that I don't think there's much any of us could have done to avoid this. Just unfortunate. Next up is the view from the only person who could have avoided this, the Mercedes. He was slow on the straight and leaves the left side of the track wide open. Then as soon as the Porsche makes the move, he just squeezes him out until he causes the wreck. Just not very classy. And lastly, we've got Harry Potter piloting this BMW right here through platform 9 3/4. He was the first survivor of the lap 2 wreck. May he live to tell our stories, so we will not be forgotten. And he goes on to finish in 3rd, by the way, so patience pays off. And we stayed patient as well. The wreck didn't feel like it was too bad, so I just hopped right back out on circuit, keep it moving. And there were, unfortunately, absolutely no position battles of any kind during this race for me. But if we skip ahead here, we did find ourselves in 3rd place toward the end of the race. Until I did that and spent the remaining time of the race in pit lane.
Oh, I'm just so sad.
So yeah, that's how the race went. I might have another one of these coming. I might not, probably not, but I'll definitely have another league race with Zealous Racing League coming next week from Hungaroring. If you're interested in joining that championship, there might still be some GT4 slots available. Might not. We ended up finishing this race in 6th place, unable to even leave the pit box until the race was already over. Not an ideal race, but I do enjoy the mayhem that races like these provide, so I had fun. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Slow to Pro. I'm Dale Robin Jr. the third. You guys have the kind of day you want to have.